What is packing with you, YouTube? KHTV back with another video. And let's just get to it. First of all, I'm not going to congratulate the Eagles. Not at all. They could take this W. They could take that W they got from us tonight and they could shove it straight up their keister. I don't even know what to say about this game. It was so many ups and so many downs. The Eagles were making mistakes. The Packers was making mistakes. Just by the nature of what, put it like this, the production that the Eagles had, this game should have been a damn blowout. It should have been a blowout. But it came down to Christian Watson once again. Christian Watson once again making a huge play late in the game to give us a sense of there could be a chance that we could win this game. Like I said, we have a puncher's chance, knowing that our record is the way it is. We competed. I like the fact that we competed with, even though Aaron turned the ball over twice in the game, and he turned the ball over early after they just went down the field, they first drive of the game, and just scored in like fucking 4 plays. But on the bright side of all of this, I know the Eagles are not a Super Bowl team just based off of how they play the game. Running quarterbacks never seem to pan out in championships. So, we seen that with Cam Newton. We seen that with Colin Kaepernick. Just these running quarterbacks, they don't seem to pan out when it's time to win a Super Bowl. The Eagles, yeah, they have a good record. I'm not gonna say they're a good team. They have a good record. But as far as this team, the Green Bay Packers, I don't even want to come up with no excuses. We didn't said enough of those already about this team. We've already seen what this team is. Of course, a lot of people gonna come out tomorrow and say Aaron Rodgers shouldn't have been playing because his thumb was injured. Oh, Jordan Love threw a touchdown. Maybe what he did, if he would have played earlier in the game, he probably would have won the game. I still think we would have lost with Jordan Love. It probably would have been worse. But I like the fact that we fought back in Philly, which showed me that Philly ain't nothing to be afraid of. Nobody's afraid of the Philadelphia Eagles. Fuck Gilly the Kid. Fuck him. I guess that's what it is. This team is just not it this year. I got so much going in my head because I just came from the Cardinals and Chargers game earlier today in Arizona. I just got back home. I thought my vacation started off well with, seeing the Lions lose. And then we have to, the Lakers are winning. And, I thought, let's see if the Packers can show us something. I mean, just by the nature of the score, 40-33, you could say like they're, they won by a touchdown. I just think if we limit those mistakes, and we get a few more 3 and outs, this game could have easily been ours. Could have easily been ours, but it didn't happen that way. I wish Quay Walker would have took that fumble recovery back for a fucking touchdown. Even though we did still score on that drive on third and 20, Aaron threw a nice little football across his body to Aaron Jones. And then you see things like that and just think like, okay, Matt, how come you haven't been trying to get Aaron Jones mixed in the passing game earlier this season or during this season? That could have, opened up a few catches for Robert Tonyan or opened up more situations for Randall Cobb. Could have got Christian Watson involved early in the game. Maybe, throw Aaron Jones out there in the slot to open up some kind of pass play for Allen Lazard. And we just didn't do that. I was very disappointed in Elgton Jenkins today. He has some crucial penalties on some of the drives that we had that kind of stopped the momentum of the game for the offense. The offense, Aaron Rodgers got sacked quite a few times, wind up having to leave the game with an oblique injury. He's going to play next week against the Chicago Bears. I think that's who we play next week. I'm just begging for us to get to the bye week so we can move on with this shit show of a season. What a fall from grace. What a fall from grace for Matt LaFleur, this front office, and Mark Murphy. For the life of me, I don't understand what these guys are thinking or what they trying to put together for this team, because it hasn't been successful this year. And it hasn't got us over the hump. If you think about the last few years of us making it to NFC Championship game twice, and then we wind up where we are now at these crossroads with this team being 4-8 now on the season. But I hope that this is a learning experience for this team so that they don't make the same mistake twice next year. Shout out to the whole PAG. We just got off a live. I wanted to I had a lot more to say, but I was occupied at the time trying to get back home. Yeah, this season wasn't what we thought it was going to be. We had high expectations for this team, especially, this being especially with the Super Bowl door almost finally shut on Aaron Rodgers making another Super Bowl appearance, which is unfortunate. And I think, when the Green Bay Packer organization looks back on all of these years that Aaron Rodgers has played for this team, they're going to regret. They're going to regret a lot of things that they didn't do to help the Green Bay Packers win another Super Bowl. Like Aaron said, if you're going to pay me the most money, you're going to have to put the right guys around me so I can still keep playing at a high level. And I don't think the Green Bay Packers did a good job at that. I'm not finna go into the whole Davante Adams situation because it just seems like a lot of people keep getting this whole thing confused about, y'all let Davante Adams walk. We tried to give him a contract in many different contract negotiation situations. And at that time, Davante Adams was not the best receiver in the league. He wasn't when we was trying to pay him. But once he got that moniker, of being the best receiver in the league, and he got the Madden 99 chain and all that, all the trinkets and bullshit and the media exposure and all of the comments on social media and on all of the news networks, praising Devontae Adams, who ain't won shit, who hasn't won a fucking thing. Give more credit to Cooper Kupp. He went out there and did it. So with this whole Devontae Adams situation, we tried to pay this man. He wanted the Green Bay Packers to move his whole damn family to Green Bay. But you look at this season, and I know what you're saying. Maybe they should have did that shit. But at what cost? To keep getting to an NFC championship game? With this defense that can't stop the run, that ain't stopped the run since 2011. This team was not put together well this year. I think when you start looking back at this whole draft, of course, the Green Bay Packers did good in the first round. We finally got a chance to see Devontae Wyatt in this game, which he pretty much didn't do anything. And we're starting to see Quay Walker get more familiar and more in tune with this defense. He's starting to make a lot of plays, a lot of big plays, like, the fumble recovery. I wish he would have scored a touchdown on that. But I kind of knew that coming into this Eagles game without Devondre Campbell was going to be that's when I seen he was inactive, I thought Devondre Campbell was going to play. I didn't look at the injury report. But if Devondre Campbell would have played in this game, I think this game looks a lot different. But we didn't have him in this game, and we had to go with our best guys that we got on this roster, which ain't saying much. I mean, I do like the guys that stepped up, like Ford and Nixon. I like that. Keep Nixon doing punt returns and kickoff return. Keep him doing that. We didn't have Romeo Doubs. He's still out. I don't even know if he's going to play again in the Chicago game. But as far as this coaching staff, I think this coaching staff is trash. I'm now on board with the whole we got to let Joe Barry go. I'm tired of seeing his defense on the field. You got an $84 million corner, but you got him playing 15 yards off of the goddamn receiver where the receiver ain't doing shit, but just running 5 yards and turning around and catching the ball and then getting the yak after that. This defense has had problems since the first game of the season. Jair called out Joe Barry, and Joe Barry had to come with this dumbass responding statement by saying, "Oh yeah, we communicate with our guys. The DB coach will hear their concerns, and the DB coach will come and tell me. The linebacker coach will hear their concerns, and then he'll come back." No, Joe Barry, you need to talk to these guys face to face. We don't need you to try to make this like a corporate structure. This is just fucking football, man. This is a fucking game. Oh, I need, the DB manager and the linebacker manager, the defensive line manager to come and tell me the concerns of the employees. No, because they're not going to present their problem to you like a disgruntled employee. They're going to come in there and try to soften how everybody feel in the locker room. I was talking to Jair and, he's really not comfortable. No, you need to directly speak to Jair so Jair can help you and you can help Jair have an understanding of what y'all trying to do on this fucking football field defensively. And so far, this chain of command shit that you running with this defense, Joe Barry, is not fucking working. Stenavich, I'm sorry, bruh, you gotta go, man. This is your first year as being an offensive coordinator, and I don't like the job you are doing at all. And I get it. You got some young pieces. You had two hurt offensive linemen in Elton Jenkins and David Bakhtiari. And you got these young guys that you're trying to get acclimated into the system and get them and keep them motivated to play every goddamn game of the season. You know, like I said, when you get these young guys in the draft, some of these guys are going to be culture shocked at how the NFL is ran as a business. This ain't high school and college no more. This is a business now. And, you know, these young guys got to adjust to that. They got to adjust to the social media scrutiny. They not getting it. They getting it more than they were when they were in college and in high school. You know what I'm saying? It's at another level now. And it's on them. It's, you know, these media platforms are speaking out on your name and giving you bad publicity and press when you're a free agent and you're trying to go to another team and other, you know, they watching all this nonsense on TV and on social media, and it's just bringing your value down. So, you know, that's just the growing pains of going through the business. But as far as the Green Bay Packers after this season, some of these guys are going to just have to be let go. Dean Lowry, I'm sorry. You just going to have to get let go. Adrian Amos, you're going to have to take a pay cut or something. You know what I mean? Savage, we picked up your 5th-year option. Go, you getting $8 million for the option. Go get some better training. Go hire some better training. You know what I'm saying? Big Dog, will you be here next year? If the Green Bay, I think the Green Bay Packers gonna wind up keeping Big Dog. He said he ain't gonna retire until, he said if he feel he could play, he gonna play. So I think they're gonna try to keep him around. I believe the Packers are gonna try to keep Randall Cobb. He just gonna have to take another pay cut, another play on the vet minimum. Yeah, the Packers got a lot of things, a lot of questions that they got to answer. Once this, well, they got a lot of shit they need to answer now. But all in all, this game, I'm not even mad about it. I would have been more mad if we would have lost to the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying? They lost today too. So like I said, I don't think the Green Bay Packers, I mean the Buccaneers, they probably gonna win a division on default with a bad record, but I don't think they're going nowhere far in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk NFC North for a little bit, because I might get into this later on this week when I'm dropping my videos while I'm on vacation. The NFC North still sucks. It sucks. It is probably the worst division in the NFC. The NFC North is the worst division in the NFC. The Lions beating us, doesn't mean anything. The Vikings beating us, doesn't mean anything. All these teams that have beaten us, it's a privilege for these other teams to beat the Green Bay Packers. They excited. This is some of these teams, it's their big moment. You know what I'm saying? Some of these fan bases, them beating the Green Bay Packers is like, the biggest climaxing of their existence. You know what I mean? So that's cool. That's cool. But I'm more mad at the product that this organization has put out this year for the fans. That's what I'm mad about. You know what I'm saying? You guys got on TV at these press conferences, giddy and laughing and, oh yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to, we're going to motivate these. And now look at you. Now look at you. Goot has went into hiding. He don't want to do no more press conferences because of this is what he put out there on the field. This is what he brought to the Green Bay Packers this year. This type of team. Matt LaFleur is just, I don't even see any of the other coaches doing press conferences unless we win in games. When we win a game, that's when you hear from Joe Barry or you hear from Rich Bisaccia. But win or lose, you're going to hear from Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers. You ain't going to hear from nobody else. They might cut some tape in a locker room with the other guys and get their whole perspective and opinions on how the game went. You know what I mean? But as far as like being the forefront face at the press conferences, it has been Matt LaFleur. And I give him credit for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to get up there on a podium week after week knowing that you arguably have the best throwing quarterback ever in NFL history. You know what I'm saying? I know people are going to say, Dan Marino. But no, Aaron Rodgers throw a way better damn fucking football than Dan Marino. Look at the tape. Look at the tape. So when you got a quarterback like that and you putting this kind of product on the field, that says a lot about you, Goop. That says a lot about you, Matt LaFleur. Y'all don't remember when we drafted Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur and Goot wanted to do some fucking reach through the phone, Zoom, high five with each other, and then Aaron Rodgers put all that shit to bed. But Jordan Love threw a touchdown to Christian Watson today. You could call it garbage time, or you could just call it the Eagles got caught lacking on a play. But for the most part, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for all Packer fans. I'm kind of happy this is happening to this team. You know, we've been on our high horse, pointing and laughing down at the little guy. You know what I'm saying? And now that we are not on that high horse and everybody is pointing and laughing at this organization, seeing how small it has shrunk into, just, in a season. Everybody was expecting the Packers. This team is they got a good defense. They finally fixed this defense. Where do we fix the defense? We practically let sorry-ass Jalen Hurts capper niggas. That's basically what his sorry-ass did. Just ran the ball when he didn't have nobody to throw it to. For 40 yards, for 50 yards. Broke a record. Did some amazing things tonight. But will it pay off for this 10-1 team? I don't think so. They got a good chance. They look good right now, but, they're vulnerable. The Washington Commanders beat them. That's the only loss they have so far is against a opponent in their own division. And that's not saying a lot. But what it is saying is that this team is not going to be able to hold up this type of play for the remainder of the season. I guarantee you that. Now, are they the front runners for going to the Super Bowl? Yeah, right now. But we haven't gotten to playoff football. You know what I'm saying? We haven't gotten to playoff football. Of course, like everybody was saying, the NFC is wide open. You still got, some good teams out there. You still got the San Francisco 49ers. You still got the Seattle Shithawks. You got the transgender Sheagles. You know what I'm saying? You got them. You got the sorry ass Vikings up there. You got the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? They looking pretty good. But this team, this Packer team is it's just sad that this team is not in the hunt with the rest of these other teams. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, even Brady still got a chance at what are they, 5-6, 5-7? I think are they 5-6? Yeah, I think they 5-6. I could be wrong. Um, they not looking like the formidable team they used to be. They can't run the ball no more. They got a young running back, but they can't run the ball no more. I mean, this this game was wacky. I mean, AJ Dillon is averaging damn near 6 yards a carry. This was a wacky game, man. Wacky game. I thought it was going. It shouldn't even been this kind of score. You know what I mean? The Eagles had to put up a bunch of points to beat us. They had to put up a bunch of points to beat us. This wasn't no, you know, they scored 28 and then a defense, handle us and we can't move the ball. We was moving the ball fine. We was marching up and down the field on their ass. It's just that the ball didn't bounce our way. The defense gave up 15 horrible missed tackles. We let them run for over 300 fucking yards on us. They had total 500 yards. Fuck Philly 500. Fuck Eagles champ one. I don't even know why I even said Eagles champ. Fuck the Eagles nerdy dude. Fuck him. Do I want to say fuck where you're hiding? Nah, he ain't even that important. Go Pack Go.